Once again, welcome to the channel Flight Sim and other stuff and the news for today, Independence Day, the 4th of July, 2021. Let me start off with some apologies for last week. A show that ended up as 3 seconds long. If you saw the... if you saw my apology video, you will have realised I was in Barcelona and I tried to do the show from the rooftop of my hotel. And just about everything that could go wrong did go wrong. I lost my show notes. I didn't have my computer with me. I had my MacBook Pro and I tried to do everything from that. And I had no idea it wasn't going out until I'd finished. Hi, Bo. Nice to see you. So, it was only when I checked the channel the following morning I saw I had a 3-second video. So apologies for that. A couple of other changes. I'd like to say a big thank you to a couple of people that made comments about first of all, the microphone and the sound quality. As you can see, I've brought the microphone a little bit closer to me. I've been playing around with the gate and the compressor, and hopefully it's sounding a lot better now. And the camera as well. I've been a little bit disappointed with the camera. I've been using this, which I thought was a fairly good camera, the Logitech HD 1080. It is apparently 7 years old. I didn't know that when I bought it 2 years ago, but never mind. And I look at other channels and the video is so much better. And the reason it's so much better is because they're all using SLRs that cost $1,000 or more. So I've tried something different. I'm using my iPhone as a web camera this time with Elgato's EpoCam. So let's see if that is any better. Anyway, moving on. The news. What have I found this week and what did I miss last week? So an amazing airport is about to come out for Microsoft Flight Simulator. What else have I got here that I was looking at? Stream Deck seems to have taken over. A new livery for and I don't usually bother about liveries, but just see that. Call me a snob, but is Microsoft Flight Simulator becoming a game? Someone called me a snob this morning. Another bit of news. Something coming up on the Stream Deck later on, something from X-Plane, and is your Microsoft Flight Simulator crashing to desktop for some unknown reason? I may have found the reason why, and digging around a simple solution. So let's get on. Let's get on with the news. So the airport. This is from Aerosoft, a preview. Sorry, 1 second. Door to the studio. Spare room was banging. Yeah, this is a new airport coming up from Aerosoft. It's Brussels, and the level of detail is insane. Looking at these screenshots. I mean, it does look amazing. And if we scroll down a bit further, look at this. Not only do you have the VDGS parking system, but look inside the terminal there, and you got people walking around in the terminal. This is an insane level of detail. And do we need it in a simulator? I mean, how much resource is this going to take? What's it going to do to your frame rates? I don't know. And at first I thought, what's the point? Because I don't go walking around the terminals unless I'm making a video. And then I'm thinking, well, why am I making videos about the inside of terminals? I want to be flying. However, when you are pulling up to the gate and you see this action going on, it really does add to the realism. So perhaps this isn't a game. Perhaps this is a simulator. You may change your mind when you see some of the other stuff going up in the news. Next one along, Stream Deck. Stream Deck seems to have really taken off. I mean, I've been using it for, I don't know, 3-4 months now, and I'm doing some videos, how-tos, use the Stream Deck. But if you go onto Flight Sim TO now, there are loads and loads of Stream Deck profiles. I mean, the PMDG DC6, mentioned that in the last show that I actually recorded. Loads of stuff. Black Box, the Islander. This is, yeah, the Stream Deck is becoming the must-have accessory, I think. So, all power to it. If you haven't got one yet and you're wondering what's it all about, look at the Stream Deck section in the channel. I don't usually talk about liveries, but I am a massive Beatles fan. So I have just downloaded this. I haven't loaded it up in the simulator yet. I mean, come on. I did have on X-Plane a livery for Queen, a Queen livery, and I did a video. I'm not sure if it's still on this channel or not. Probably not. But if it is, I did a Queen video with Don't Stop Me Now. For some reason, it was recorded in quite low res. It's just a bit of fun. What an amazing looking livery for an amazing band. So, no, I won't mention that. I was going to talk about what happened in Barcelona, but this is a news show. It's not a gossip show. Is Microsoft Flight Simulator becoming a game? This, when I first saw this, I got really, oh god, no. This is turning into a game. I want a simulator, and do I really want to fly around Mario? This isn't Grand Theft Auto, this isn't. And then I thought, well, we had a Flight Sim Club meeting this morning, and someone accused me of being a snob, in a friendly way, a Flight Sim snob. Perhaps Microsoft Flight Sim is something to everyone, and this isn't ASBO, this is a third-party developer, and third-party developers expand the product. My only observation and my only hope is that while this stuff is fun, and if you want to have a go at it, why not? I hope it doesn't get overrun with this sort of stuff. I'm really looking for a simulator that has a realistic flight pattern to it. It feels real. The flight model, that's all important. We have yet to get a full study level aeroplane in Microsoft Flight Simulator yet. We don't have a big PMDG type product, and they're way too expensive anyway. They've done the DC6. Really, that's interesting, isn't it? They didn't go with their biggest seller, the 737, most comprehensive one. Is it because it's too complicated for Microsoft? I don't know. I mean, the Bell 47 from Fly Inside, that is pretty realistic. You have to load another application with it that injects the flight model into Microsoft Flight Simulator. So it is possible. Anyway, I just hope we get... There should be room for everyone. I mean, I see yet another car. I wasn't going to mention it, but there's another car on flightsim.to. What a complete waste of time. You ride a car around in Microsoft Flight Simulator on any of the roads, and I challenge anyone to drive more than sort of half a mile before they crash because of the undulations in the road. This isn't like Grand Theft Auto or Gran Turismo or anything like that. The roads aren't smooth, the roads aren't drivable. It's a flight sim. Anyway, I go on. I'm not a snob. There should be room for everyone. This isn't for me, but it could be fun. I mentioned this one, very quick one. I'll put notes below. Create your own custom icons library in the Stream Deck from Elgato. So with version 5 of the Stream Deck, they've made it very easy to put icons in. I mean, it wasn't difficult before, but you had to browse a folder where your graphics were and drag the graphic in or load the graphic in. But now you can create your own custom libraries. And I had a go of it just sort of 45 minutes, an hour ago. And this utility from Bar Raider is brilliant. It's only available via Discord. I've only got into Discord in the last couple of weeks, and it took me half an hour to work out how to download this blooming thing. Once I got it, it's terrific. So I will do a video on this one, and for those that don't know anything about Discord, I can't teach you how to use Discord, but I can show you how on Bar Raider's Discord how to get access to the download. So it's a very good Discord channel, by the way, very good. And I'm learning more and more about Discord each and every day. I've even got my own Discord server if you want to have a look at it. I put links up above, I think. A couple of people are signed up already. I've got no idea what I'm doing with it. So, but apparently it's a great way of helping people out. So you can do more than just have a blog. So I've done a couple of remote sessions using TeamViewer with some subscribers to the channel that had some problems, and I did a couple of TeamViewer remote sessions. But it seems like I can do everything like that inside Discord. So if you need help, drop me a line, go on the Discord channel, drop me a message, and I'll do my best to help. X-Plane. X-Plane is still on my PC. I haven't loaded it up for a couple of months because I'm a little bit disappointed with it. It seems... can I turn that one down? Desktop audio, yes. It seems so washed out to me these days, particularly in VR. See, that's what it looks like now. And this is from their preview technology preview 1. And they've completely overhauled the lighting engine. And wow, doesn't it look like Microsoft Flight Simulator? No idea when this is coming out. That is very impressive though. And the only reason I stay away from X-Plane at the moment is because of that washed out look. Look, it is so washed out, and that is so solid. So X-Plane technology version 1, and the other advantage that X-Plane has, yeah, let's get rid of that. The other advantage X-Plane has, apart from a better flight engine, flight physics model, it's just a terrific simulator. So I maybe and of course it uses Vulkan. And the news you must have seen about Microsoft Flight Simulator coming out on the Xbox. The Xbox will have DX12, which is sort of Microsoft's version of Vulkan. If none of this makes any sense to you, the guys from X-Plane did a terrific talk a couple of years ago at the Flight Sim Expo in the UK. And they explained the difference between DX11 and Vulkan. And to illustrate the difference, they had a big hole with a council worker inside the hole with a shovel, shoveling the stuff out. And round the outside were 7 of his colleagues leaning on their shovels. And that is a description of how DX11 works. One core is responsible for moving data into the graphics card. So you have this funnel, this bottleneck, and Vulkan uses all cores in parallel to talk to the graphics card. That's why it is so efficient, and it is brilliant. And the uptake in frame rate, the increase in frame rate on X-Plane when we got Vulkan was noticeable, and for VR flying it completely transformed the product. So Microsoft have got ASBO have got the new optimized version update coming later this month. Xbox, same day that the Xbox comes out, we get a updated version for the PC, but the PC will not have DirectX 12. The Xbox will get it a little bit later, which is disappointing on one hand, but on the other hand, we'll get a lot of feedback from Xbox users, and hopefully when it comes out on the PC, it'll be even more optimized. Although ASBO have said do not expect this to make a big difference. Once they've optimized the code on DirectX 11, DirectX 12, you will not see a massive jump. Perhaps they're just downplaying people's expectations, because it was a big change on X-Plane. Finally, this week, before I rabbit on too long, let's get rid of Firefox and bring up MFS add-ons linker. And I said, do you have a problem with Microsoft Flight Simulator crashing to the desktop? If you download a lot of community-made add-ons, modifications, etc., there may be a reason for it. And that is, there is a file called a model lib. I guess that's short for model library. And if you use the SDK as standard and make a scenery or make an add-on or do anything, you will have a library in there called model lib, and it has that name. And this is for people that aren't professional code writers. I'm sure that PMDG or Orbex or people like that don't have this problem. Who knows? The downside is everyone gets this model lib file. And if you have a duplicate of that file name inside your community folder, you will get a crash to desktop. Isn't that nuts? So, inside MFS add-ons linker, he has this model lib changer function. You click that, and let's drag this window over. This scan box comes up, and I've already done mine. What it does, let's move that over so you can see it. You just click step 1, scan, and it scans through your community folder. And if it finds this modellib.bgl file multiple times, it can fix it by just renaming it. It renames it to whatever the scenery section is, whatever the folder section is that it's in. So if you've got a model lib in one of your scenery folders, scenery for Shoreham Airport, for example, it will change it from modellib.bgl to Shoreham modellib.bgl. It still works, everything works fine, but you won't get the crash to desktop. God, why didn't I know about this earlier? I got to tell you, when I ran this first time on my simulator a couple of weeks ago, I must have had 25 different add-ons inside my sim, all with the same file name. Click one button on here and it fixes it. Well, step 1, do the scan. Step 2, fix it. Job done. So this is built into MFS add-ons linker. It is my go-to application. I only ever launch Microsoft Flight Simulator via this. It allows me to decide which airports, which aircraft I'm going to load in. Why do I want to do that? It speeds up the load time. If I have all my add-ons and all my scenery and all my liveries, then Microsoft has to go through all those, index all those, and it slows the loading. So, I mean, I don't have masses, but well, we've got 15 airports, no, 15 aircraft, 32 airports, 39 missions, liveries, 31 scenery files. But I don't have to load them all. If I'm not flying in Spain, why do I load scenery from Spain? If I'm not flying my aircraft, if I'm not flying the F-15 or I'm not flying the Spitfire, don't load them up. It just saves time. So that's it for the news program of this week, and a quick tip there. Once again, my apologies for last week. I can't believe 3-second video. Lots of people were relieved I wasn't talking for half an hour. So thank you very much for taking your time to watch this. For those that have given me feedback, constructive criticism, please, always. Luckily, with only 270 followers, I'm not getting trolled yet. But I'm too old to be worried about what people say about me. I'm just doing this for fun, trying to help out. So if it's of use to you, I am more than happy. And like I said, if you've got any problems, either put something in the comment below or try and get me on the Discord. Good luck on that one. I'm still learning how to use it. I'll be back next week with more live news. Because I was in Barcelona, we didn't do a live flight. Hopefully my colleague from my flight simulator group, Rich, will be flying live with me this week. I haven't made up our minds when yet. Monday or Tuesday. So until I catch you next time, as usual, please enjoy your flying, stay safe, and a very good night to you. Bye.